Hi, folks. Jules Yates here. Hey, wanted to discuss the home building process. As you know, we've had numerous discussions about buying a home, but let's just assume, for argument's sake, that we've exhausted every option out there and can't quite find you the perfect house. So what's the next step? You thinking maybe I'll just build something. So what are the things that you need to know when it comes to building a home? And probably the number one thing to understand is there's a difference in financing and how the whole purchase will go down. In the case of buying a home, you buy a home, all the money goes up front. It's a done deal, one transaction, um, and you own a home. In building a home, there's several ways it can be done, but probably the most common would be um, we find you a lot, enter into a purchase agreement to purchase it. We then have you sit down with a builder, figure out exactly what you're going to build. We then will send out for estimates on that. Um, and then we will secure financing. The financing is going to be different, and then it's not what is typically deemed a conventional mortgage or an end mortgage. It usually starts with a construction loan. The difference in a construction loan and a conventional mortgage is going to be you pay typically only interest only. You pay interest only on the money that you borrow up to that given point in any given month. So, for example, I'm just going to use round numbers. You have a $200,000 home, you pay $60,000 for your lot, and $140,000 is going to go into the house. Um, if you do a construction loan on that first, at the initial closing, there will be a draw to pay 50,000, excuse me, $60,000 for your lot and building permits, and usually a few bucks up front. Sometimes commission is factored in there. But initially, you're only borrowing six, 70, say $70,000. So you would take the interest rate of 70,000 times that interest rate, and there's would be your monthly payment, as opposed to in a conventional mortgage, you're doing a full amortization of equal payments over the time frame. Let's get back to that. So you're borrowing money. So you ask, well, how does this whole thing work? I'm gonna summarize it in saying this. Number one, you find a lot. Number two, you find a builder. Number three, you find a house band. Four, you're going to negotiate any uh, custom features or whatnot that you might want in the home. The next thing you do, you're going to have the plan drawn. The builder's going to sign a contract with you. You're going to turn that plan, the sworn statement, which shows the who gets paid and what, and take that to your lender. Once your lender has it, they will process the loan as they would any other loan. Uh, Figure 4 to 6 weeks to have that process done, at least locally here in Traverse City. And then you will get a clear to close on the lot. Once you close on the lot, you own it. And then the builder starts the building process, pulls their permits, gets out the heavy equipment, starts digging your basement, your crawl space, and so forth. But 30 days into the job, the builder will submit another draw request. That draw request, again, is going to be based off a sworn statement. The sworn statement is the list of everybody that's going to get paid on that job throughout the entire process. So you may have a excavator, for example, who does also is doing the excavation on the basement, but he's also you're doing your septic. So he's going to do part of it during the excavation phase and part of it during the installation of the septic and final grade. And then once you go through all of these processes, the last thing, of course, is you're going to have a finished product, at least finished based on the degree that you and your builder have come to an agreement on. So in theory, it's a pretty simple process. Quite a few more steps than a traditional home, but in many cases, well worth it. So if you have any questions about the building process and timing relating to purchasing a lot, please give me a call. Jules Yates, 231-218-5199.